Published 1947 est. The 12th of November 2017. Updated 2139 est. The 12th of November 2017. Donald Trump Jr. lashed out at Star Trek icon George Takei on Sunday, just days after the actor was accused of sexually assaulting a former male model while the young man was passed out in his Los Angeles condo in 1981. This didn't age well. Maybe George shouldn't opine about victims ever again, Trump Jr. tweeted, referring to Takei's June tweet that accused Ivanka Trump of playing the victim after an interview she did with Fox and Friends. Takei tweeted in June, "Yes, Ivanka, by all means, you're the victim here. Persecution complex clearly runs in the family." The actor's tweet at the time was in response to Ivanka's interview where she talked about her surprise over the viciousness and ferocity that greeted her father's presidency. Donald Trump Jr. lashed out at Star Trek icon George Takei right on Sunday, just days after the actor was accused of sexually assaulting a former male model while the young man was passed out in his Los Angeles condo in 1981. This didn't age well. Maybe George shouldn't opine about victims ever again, Trump Jr. tweeted, pictured, referring to Takei's June tweet that accused Ivanka Trump of playing the victim. Scott Brunton came forward on Friday to say that he was groped by Takei when he was just 24, claiming the actor, then aged 43 or 44 years old, took advantage of him just after a breakup. "This happened a long time ago, but I have never forgotten it," Brunton told The Hollywood Reporter. "It is one of those stories you tell with a group of people when people are recounting bizarre instances in their lives. This always comes up. I have been telling it for years, but I am suddenly very nervous telling it." The former model said he encountered Takei when he was living in Hollywood and working as a waiter at the beginning of his career at Greg's Blue Dot Bar. He said he exchanged numbers with the actor, and on occasion the pair called each other or ran into each other at different clubs. Takei tweeted in June, "Yes, Ivanka, by all means, you're the victim here. Persecution complex clearly runs in the family." The actor's tweet at the time was in response to an interview in which Ivanka talked about her surprise over the viciousness that greeted her father's presidency. Scott Brunton said he met Takei in 1981 when he was living in Hollywood and had just broken up with his boyfriend. Takei is pictured above as his character Hikaru Sulu on the hit television show Star Trek in 1969. When Brunton broke up with the man he was dating at the time, he told Takei, who took the opportunity to invite the model to dinner in the theater, "He was very good at consoling me and understanding that I was upset and still in love with my boyfriend," Brunton told THR. After dinner that night, the two men went back to Takei's home for a drink. Just a few sips into his second drink, which Takei made for him, he said he started feeling unwell. "I have this second one, and then all of a sudden I began feeling very disoriented and dizzy, and I thought I was going to pass out," he explained. "I said I need to sit down and he said sit over here, and he had the giant yellow beanbag chair. So I sat down in that, and leaned my head back and I must have passed out." Brunton told the Oregonian that he believes he was drugged. "I know unequivocally he spiked my drink," said Brunton. "It takes a lot more than 2 drinks to put me out." He said that after a while he woke up with his pants around his ankles and Takei groping his crotch and trying to get his underwear off. "I came to and said, 'What are you doing?' I said, 'I don't want to do this,'" Brunton told THR. He goes, "You need to relax. I am just trying to make you comfortable. Get comfortable," Brunton said. He managed to gather enough strength to push Takei off of him and then went to his car and waited until he felt well enough to drive himself home. "That was that," he said of the encounter, but Takei has denied the allegations, saying that the event simply did not occur, and he added that he does not know why the model has made these claims now, 36 years later. But Takei has denied the allegations, saying that the event simply did not occur, and he added that he does not know why the model has made these claims now, 36 years later. He also said he cannot even remember Mr. Brunton. George began his Twitter chain with, "I'm writing to respond to the accusations made by Scott R. Brunton. I want to assure you all that I am as shocked and bewildered at these claims as you must feel reading them." His next tweet read, "The events he describes back in the 1980s simply did not occur, and I do not know why he has claimed them now. I have racked my brain to ask if I remember Mr. Brunton, and I cannot say I do." The star's third tweet added, "But I do take these claims very seriously, and I wanted to provide my response thoughtfully and not out of the moment." He continued, "Right now it is a he said situation over alleged events nearly 40 years ago. But those that know me understand that non-consensual acts are so antithetical to my values and my practices. The very idea that someone would accuse me of this is quite personally painful." Brunton said that all he wants is for Takei to apologize. "I would hope that he could bring himself to just apologize." "I don't want anything other than that," he said. Four of Brunton's close friends told THR that he had confided in them about the alleged assault years ago. Brunton alleged Takei invited him back to his condo and made him a drink that caused him to pass out. Takei is pictured on the set of Star Trek VI The Undiscovered Country in 1991 now, years after the incident. He said he is coming out with his story after seeing Takei's statement about Kevin Spacey to THR on October 30th. After Anthony Rapp alleged that Spacey took advantage of him, the actor used the opportunity to come out as gay. Takei apparently took offense to that, and men who improperly harass or assault do not do so because they are gay or straight. That is a deflection. In a statement to THR, they do so because they have the power, and they chose to abuse it. Brunton said the response infuriated him. Takei's representative, Julia Buchwald, didn't outright deny the allegations to THR, but said they cannot give his comment at the present time. George is traveling in Japan and Australia and not reachable for comment, she said in a statement. The 80-year-old rose to fame in his role as Hikaru Sulu in the original Star Trek television series. Since then he has become an outspoken activist advocate for LGBTQ rights.